Autistic girl. I'm not a girl. I'm doing 90 pounds.
Remember?
Yeah.
All ready for school? Oh, Mummy found your PE kit yesterday.
Yeah.
We found your new PE kit. Right?
I don't know where it is.
No, we found it, don't worry.
Oh, yeah. Wait, really? You really found it?
Hmm.
God. Go away.
Henry the Hoover.
Is that, wait, Henry the Hoover?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Wait, really?
Hmm.
How did we get him?
George got it for Christmas, didn't
Oh yeah, first time he did. Oh, when is it going to be Christmas now?
he? Not yet.
When?
It'll be December the 25th.
25th?
Yeah.
Really? 25th? That is long. Like 25th is long.
Hmm. Turn it on.
What does it even mean? How do we turn that on? How do we turn him on? How do we just turn
What's it, George? Hoover.
Yeah, but how do we just turn him on?
It's a Hoover.
How do we turn?
So it's been a pretty good weekend for the boys. George came home on Friday with a little tiny bit of a cough, which is to be expected. It was his first full week back at school, so it's quite the norm to pick up the odd cough, but he's been fine. He's had no medicine or anything like that with the weekend, no temperature, so he's all good to go. He did come home with another child's jumper on Friday, which thankfully it's named on the inside, so we've cleaned it, even though they're going to have to wash it because of COVID. That's been washed and rebagged to send back. Hopefully they can find one of his new ones. He only really picked his new ones up last week, 2 new ones from the shop, which you saw, and one of them's already gone or lost, or the other child was wearing it, I don't know, but hopefully that comes back. Yeah, so pretty good weekend. I've been working on nights on Friday and Saturday, so obviously I've slept quite a bit during the day. We haven't really got them out much. I think they were quite happy to be at home this weekend because obviously they've been at school for the first full week, so I think they were quite tired. So yeah, it's been a good weekend. We've just sort of chilled out. I pulled my back on, was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday night. After football training, went to pick up a cone and my back just completely went, so I could like barely walk for a couple of days, but that seems to be a lot better. Yesterday after I'd slept and today when I've got up it feels a lot better. It's still not right, I'm still in pain with it, and I'll get Amy to show you the bruise on her arm which appeared from nowhere on Wednesday or Thursday, and we have no idea how it came up, and then she went to the doctors and they said it was a hematoma, which is basically she's got a big lump under her arm and there's massive bruise, so they said basically just keep your eye on it. If it goes down, that's fine. If it comes back, go back. So hopefully that's fading down now still, which it was yesterday. But that was a really horrible bruise. I'll put a picture up now, but I'll get her to show you what it's like when she comes down. Or when she comes down, I'll show you the bruise, what it is now, and I'll put a picture next to it what it was, and you tell us what you guys think, because we got no idea how it got there. She has no idea. She hasn't fell over, she hasn't whacked it that she knows. It's just weird. Anyway, yeah, so boys, second week back to school today. They came down, George's got a thing at the minute about putting clothes on, so he came down and brought half the wardrobe down with him. His pyjamas were down on the sofa to give him that trigger that he's going to school. He has got his uniform on, as you can just see. So is Matthew, they're all changed. The time at the moment is 7:11. So at 7:11, we've got, what, an hour and a half before we have to go to school, so we're all good to go. Literally just need to keep them as calm as possible so they don't make too much noise. And then me and Amy have got the day to do something if we wish. But I'll see how she feels when she gets up. She hasn't felt great because of this bruise thing and her ribs. So we'll see what the day holds. Boys all dropped off at school. They went in fine. hopefully they find George's jumper. And as I said, I'm going to get Amy to show you her bruise, what it looks like now. Is it just a bruise or hematoma?
There's a large hematoma underneath it.
Right. So stand up and show us the... And we have no idea. So if you look at the colour of that, it's going yellow back to skin colour now around it. So I'm going to put a photo up next to that when I'm showing that so we can see the difference. But does it feel better today?
The lump's still sore. It's my ribs that are still hurting.
And her ribs on that left side are hurting, but you still don't have no idea how you did it.
No.
And Amy's got on a new dress that she hasn't worn before.
Not a clue. I have got no clue how I did it.
So we're about to take Winnie out for a walk. And then we've got to get George's medicine and his melatonin from the pharmacy, and we need apples. What are you doing?
Right.
Yeah. My back is killing me.
So's my ribs.
I reckon it's about 20 degrees maybe. Drops it quite nicely now. So we've thrown the ball for a little bit and we're just going to walk around the old airfield. Some sheep. Yeah, we're just going to walk around the old airfield, which is this part in here, which is called Harrowbeer, isn't it? Harrowbeer, which was a World War II like temporary runway. Do you know which American president flew into here? That's one for, I'm not going to say it. I won't say it because I know there's a few Americans that consistently watch our channel. Bev and Nancy too. I think there's some more, but I know that those two definitely are. Which American president flew to Harrowbeer during World War II? That's a good question for you. I won't put it. I'll put a link to Harrowbeer in the description. A bit of general knowledge question for you. I won't spoil it. I think it was probably 1942, 3 maybe. I'm not sure. Not sure of the year. See? You don't know.
I'm trying to think.
I don't want to say it. Don't say it. I'll let you know if she gets it, but I won't record if she gets it. I'll let you guess. Put your answers in the comments.
I'm gonna list to you all the ones that I know. Not on camera because I'm gonna look really stupid, and then you can tell me if I get it right.
Okay. I'll let you know if she gets it right, and I won't cheat. So the airfield used to be in there, basically went all the way out that way. Obviously it isn't a runway anymore, it's all grown over. But all these bunkers where the cars are the old hanging bays for the planes. We'll show you some of them on the other side because they're bigger. So she got about, how many did you get? Probably about eight. She had about 8 presidents.
Including one British one.
Including Churchill. I don't know if she said Churchill. She knows who Winston Churchill is. Just trying to guess names.
Yeah.
So we're now just cutting across the airfield because it's a big airfield. We're not doing the whole thing. We're just taking Winnie for a walk, and it's so hot we don't have her out too long in it. Look at you. You silly sausage. She did guess the one. And I just said to Amy, I'm not 100% sure of the whole story. I think pretty much what it was, he came over to England to meet Churchill and whoever else. And then I think the plan was to fly to Newquay, which is the size that can take a plane that he needed to get back home. And it was fog. There was fog in Newquay where they couldn't land, which is often the case down in Newquay, which is in Cornwall. So they stopped him here, and I don't know how long he was here for, but I think Lady Astor, which was a Plymouth, basically the mayor of Plymouth at the time, I think he met her, and I don't know, maybe they ate, maybe he went into Plymouth for a bit, I don't know the full story. And then I think they flew him to Newquay, and then when the fog cleared they obviously flew back to the States. But I'll put a link to it. I'll find a website with a bit of the information on. I'll link it just if anyone's interested. I'm a bit of a sado, so.
You're just interested in a lot of things. Well, most people should be, I suppose.
Is that a compliment?
Like Google.
I'm a walking Google. I think Amy needs that t-shirt where it says I don't need Google, I've got a husband. I know there's the other version where it says I don't need a Google, I've got a wife.
What I want to know is how many people who watch the vlog have started their Christmas shopping, because I have.
How many presents have you got?
3 at the moment.
That's not bad going. Oh no, but you've bought the boys stuff as well?
Yes, I have.
So you've got 3 for other people?
Yeah, and then I've got the boys some toys and their Christmas pyjamas. Starting early this year.
You started early last year, to be fair. That in front of us is what I said. That's like one of these you can go in, but they keep it locked. They only have careful. There's a lump there. These are like old hanging bays, where they would put the planes in to prep them for flight and stuff. Now, obviously,
Where everybody brings their teenagers to learn how to drive.
yeah, a lot of people, they go around the perimeter of this. See all this bracken here. All that bracken obviously wasn't there when it was an airfield, obviously, and it was concrete, but the concrete's under here somewhere. But all these hangars, they're like hangars. Obviously, they would keep the plane in and keep the plane, you know, out of the way of the runway, I suppose. But it wasn't used for very long. It wasn't used that long. But when the Luftwaffe used to come into Plymouth, they used to launch from here, and obviously fend them off. But what happened was the World War II, the Luftwaffe used to fly over Plymouth, out over the moors, and then go back over Plymouth towards the sea, and then drop bombs. And if you look at any links of what happened to Plymouth during World War II, we got absolutely hammered by incendiary fire bombs, basically. And I think we had more bombs on us per person than any other city or town in Britain. A lot of people don't know that. They know about Coventry, and obviously London got bombed, but London's got millions of people. Plymouth only had at the time about 200,000, 160,000 people, and I think we had about 60,000 bombs dropped, which caused a lot of damage. But yeah, these are the little bays. Look, so look, you can see there that I'm just going to show you. Let me just go over this lump. Hang on, Neil. I'm just going to show that thing. So these bays would be where the plane would go. And look, there's Obviously this is where one would go, and one would go the opposite side of that bank. As you see here, this is a doorway that's all blocked in. It's all been blocked up. Here, look. So you can see that was like a doorway, and all obviously under these banks there's another doorway for the other side, look. And inside there would have been where they kept stores and stuff like that, I suppose. But yeah, that's the history lesson over. It's a nice day on Dartmoor. Look at that. Beautiful day. It's nice and warm for this time of year. September 14th, as Amy said earlier. Anyway, we'll head back to the car now because Winnie's puffing and panting. And go home and put our feet up. I suppose I've got some jobs to do at home. I need to cut the grass, I need to do the hedge, but my back is killing so much still. I don't think I've got it in me to do it. They're hot. It's because the summer's gone.
I'm impressed. I need an ice cream.
I need a lot of things. I need the lottery win that you said you promised me the other day.
Look, all I can say is you've got to be in it to win it, and I'm in it every Tuesday and Friday and Saturday. I'm trying my best. We don't need much just to get the stuff in the house done. Garden done. I don't need so much.
We'll get there eventually.
She's had a nice time.
It's just nice getting out, and it's nice being able to walk. I know this probably sounds a bit harsh, but it's nice being able to walk without either having to hold George's hand with his running off, and like not have to worry about like him. And that sounds probably selfish, but it's true. Sometimes we all need a bit of a break. Anyway, we're nearly back. Stop again because this one's better for you to see. The bay. The water's a lot cleaner, so you can see like the edges better. Oh, Winnie's gonna trip me up. You can see all the edges better, and you can see the doorway. This is one that they keep putting on Facebook that they're having people breaking into and stuff. You've never seen this one, have you?
No.
See, they do. I spoke to them on Facebook and they said I could go in and look, but you'd have to ask them to come and meet you with a key. See, look. But this is what they were all like. Obviously, they've blocked them all in. There's nothing in here. It says that this is a shelter. Let me read what that says.
It was opened by the hard work of the members of the RAF Harrowbeer interest group, together with the volunteers and the cooperation of the DNPA and the landowner.
That's Dartmoor National Park Association and the landowner.
The gates were manufactured with the generous help of the West Devon Borough Council and the companies whose logos appear below. To them we give our heartfelt thanks.
Well, yeah, I would imagine there is. There's a little spider here. So yeah, these gates, you can't see. I can't show you. It doesn't smell too good in there. But yeah. So you got these like, they've blocked them all in. I think this is I think there's one or two, and one of them about a month ago, they put on Facebook a picture of it where someone had smashed all the gate in, because people come up here and they want to go and check what's in there.
What is in there?
It's just a shelter. It's like what they would have had to put stores in, or you know, like for them to sit in and wait for the planes to come, or store. It's probably just to store stuff in, like for what was going to go on planes.
I've never even seen that one before.
But yeah, well, they're all like this. Every single one of these have got tunnels in them. That's what all the bank's for. And obviously it protects from the weather, like for the planes getting battered by rain and wind and stuff like that. So they made the hangars, which is just like a shape to fit a plane in. Obviously the bank's is low enough so the wings would go over the top, well at least over the front top. And then people could basically use that as some sort of bunker. Maybe in case they were getting hit, like if the airport was getting hit or the runway was getting hit by Luftwaffe, they could hide under there. I suppose that's probably another reason. But yeah, people would come up here, and because it's locked, they smash it open to go in there, and there's nothing in there. They've said numerous times there's nothing in there. It's literally just an empty room. But you know what people are like, unfortunately. You can't keep anything nice. They do have it open on like open days and stuff, and they have like, they've had Spitfires up here and stuff like that. Not flying in because there's no runway anymore, but they've come up here and they sit them in one of these bunkers and let people get in them and take pictures. So they've had Hurricanes and Spitfires, I think, up here. But yeah, I think that's only maybe once a year they do that, or every couple of years. It's not every year. But this path here that we've just walked all on, it's just like the outside of the runway, just to get vehicles up and down and for planes to taxi on. That's what it originally was. But anyway, history lesson over, I promise. I won't go any more on about it. We're nearly back to the car, we're only there, look. So, we'll speak to you in a bit. I don't want to go too close. So that's just a native Dartmoor pony. People have been told as well, don't feed the ponies. People still come out here with bags of apples and give it to them. It's not good for them.
I don't legally do that.
It's bad for them. You shouldn't come out here with any food and give them. It gives them... What's the thing that the boys had once? Where the tummy... the Dartmoor National Park put a thing on their Facebook page a little while ago saying please stop feeding them. They're owned by someone. The ponies are owned, obviously. And people would come out here and drop like a bag of 30 apples, and it does them all sorts of issues with their eating, so they shouldn't do it. So don't feed them. If you come out here, don't feed the ponies. Even though people do it, they want to do it with kids. Oh, let's go and feed the ponies. They shouldn't do it. It's not good for them. Gripe or something like that. Gripe, or I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, don't feed the ponies. It's back. Sitting in the car is really killing my back from when I done my back last week. For some reason it's just that sitting position. Tomorrow I've got 12 hours sat in work. So we've just come back home. Winnie was really hot, so rather than take her to the supermarket and Amy wait in the car, we've brought her back. I'm going to go and get George's prescriptions now and go walk up there, because then I haven't got to sit in that car again.
Can you pick up my parcel for me, please?
What parcel?
Just in Asda. I've sent you the code.
How big is it?
Oh, very small.
So I decided to walk. It's too nice a day to go back in that car. So backpack on. I'm only going to get the medication, and then maybe just pop in the shop and get a snack for later. Nothing too much, because I've got to weigh myself. I haven't done that yet. It's Tuesday, so it's 2 weeks. Last week I got lost £3. We'll see if I've lost any more this week. I fear not, even though I've been pretty good. We'll see when I get back. Step 1, pharmacy. So I went to pick up George's medication, so I'm just going to sit down because my back's hurting still. Yeah, so went to pick up George's medication, and they had his Medicanet. They didn't have his melatonin. So I had a couple of questions to that. First of all, I asked them why his melatonin was coming in a 100ml bottle instead of, I think it was coming in a 200ml bottle before. And they did give me a good answer, to be fair. The pharmacist came and spoke to me and said because the 5ml medication they used to have 1 milligram maybe of melatonin in a 5ml dosage. They've upped that to, in a 5ml dosage would be 2 milligrams. So basically he needs to have less, so we don't have to give him quite so much, so that's fine. That's why the bottle's smaller, and also because it only has a 4-week shelf life, which I wasn't completely aware of. So yeah, it's only got a 4-week shelf life, so it never lasts that long anyway. It doesn't seem to anyway. So yeah, that's the reason why the bottle's smaller. But and they said because it's got a 4-week shelf life, it gets made in the lab. We put a prescription in Friday. They didn't get it till Friday night. Obviously they couldn't order it Friday, they couldn't order it Saturday, they couldn't order it Sunday, so they didn't put the order until this morning, first thing, and then the lab has to make it up. and then they send it out to them, so it should be here tomorrow. So no, well, half of his prescription we've picked up, so it's no big deal. I mean, he doesn't have it every day anyway, but I'm on days the next 2 days, so it's just a bit of a pain to go and pick it up unless I go straight from work, which I don't normally like doing because I only get an hour with them when I finish work anyway. I finish at 6, we go to bed at 7, so I've literally come back. My head's pounding a bit because I think we've been out in the sun for too long, but I need to do the leaves because this tree is already shedding badly. Blue hair, show me, come here, look at this blue painting, come here, I'll show you this hair, come here a minute, look, come here, let me show you hair, this blue hair, look. I'm painting, George, painting, you're painting, was you painting, look at you, Scruffy. He's obviously enjoyed a bit of painting today. See how Matthew's got on. Matthew, how was school? Good. Good?
Yeah.
What did you eat when we were waiting for George?
Strawberries.
You ate your strawberries, didn't you? You had a good day then? Yeah. Good. That's good. So, that's them home. They're already having their dinner, having a beef burger. George right away wants to come outside. As you can see. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look at all this paint on your new t-shirt. Look at this on your hair. So I'm going to end the video there. This video is probably already way too long. Just trying to give you like a bit of an update really. We're not going to do a lot more. I'm going to do a video for our bedtime routine soon, because some people have been asking about bedtime routine and stuff. Alright mate? What are you doing? Go careful then. So that'll be it for today. Hope you enjoyed our little history lesson. For any of you that got the right answer or haven't found it, try to do it without cheating. And see if anyone gets it in the comments. George, you gonna say bye-bye to everybody?
Bye-bye.
You say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Say see you again soon.
Bye. Bye.
Say see you soon.
Bye.
Say bye, see you soon.
See you soon.
See you again soon.
Bye.
We'll see you again soon.